Get this question all the time. Today we're going to talk about who do we hire first, hiring your first employee. Then we're going to just dive into a little bit your second, your third, your fourth. Who to hire next. All right, hiring your first employee. You've decided you can't go it alone, and you're right. You need people to grow. If you're trying to be a solopreneur forever, in my opinion, you're missing out on huge gratification in developing other human beings into better versions of themselves and watching them flourish. It's an amazing thing. But right now, even if you're thinking about selfishly, who am I going to hire next? And the answer really lies in a little bit of a problem of time. If we're hiring for the sake of time, it's what am I spending all of my time on, and what am I spending time on that is bringing in the most revenue? Because like we talked about earlier, there are the 3 I's. The 3 I's are income, information, infrastructure, my 3 I's, right? But income is driving the entire thing, right? And if I can't create income, then I can't get this thing off the ground. So it's important. A lot of people say sales cures all. Sales doesn't cure all, but it cures a lot, okay? And so in the beginning, if I'm an independent salesperson and that is the business, now there could be other business. You could have a product-based business. You could be someone who's coming at business development that isn't a salesperson. But let's say if that's the case, we need to get into sales right away. You have to develop a sales team, which you should watch my video to how to build a $100 million sales team. Now, prospecting, my first goal here is I'm prospecting, right? And so what's taking up my most time? I need to sell. So if I can shorten my prospecting cycle to sell as often as possible, that is ideal, right? And so for many people, if my inefficiency is that I need to prospect to get more sales, then I could hire someone to prospect through the coldest lead flow and appointment set with the closer, right? I'm trying to refine my process to spend as much time as possible onboarding people. So a lot of people will say, I'm gonna hire an assistant first, but they're spending so much time prospecting, they can't even sell that much. In my opinion, and what we looked at was, let's hire a person that can help me in the sales process first. Then when we get the sales process dialed into an amount that we're getting enough back end, we need administrative help. We need people to help pick up the pieces on the back end. Then we're gonna go administration. But we're gonna go sales first, administration. But the sales cycle looks like getting lead flow, prospecting through the lead flow, and selling. Now, if you're in a position right now where you have just floodgates of sales with no prospecting cycle, you can probably skip straight to administrative. But past this, look, you're going to hire leaders, you're going to have managers, you're going to have people doing IT, you're going to have technical work, you're going to have all sorts of things as you grow a business. In our office right now, we have different types of salespeople. We have different types of administrative people. We have people doing contracting, licensing. We have people doing client retention, helping clients with problems. We have agent support. We have agent technical support where we're helping them with our technical products. We have marketing staff where we're actually creating content like this right here. We are buying ad space. We have media buyers. We have events, an event coordinator. We have an operations employee. There are tons of people that you need at some point, but you can't have them all right away. You have to keep stuffing the pipeline full of prospects and sales, shorting the prospecting cycle to sell as much as possible, and then cleaning up the pieces. So who are you hiring? You're hiring for your inefficiency. Number one, I'm hiring for my inefficiency. Where am I most inefficient? So when people ask, who do I hire first? A salesperson or an admin? Or who do I hire first? An operations guy, a facilities maintenance guy, a marketing employee, a media buyer? It's my inefficiency. If I have no problem with marketing and untapped lead flow, I don't need marketing. I don't need another sales. I might need more salespeople, but I'm probably having an administrative issue. Where's the biggest inefficiency? Number two, hire your inefficiency. Number three, hire your inefficiency. Number four, hire your inefficiency. As you evolve, identify where you're most efficient and hire that first and plug that hole. And eventually, you'll get to the point where you're hiring multiple people at one time. You're having multiple roles at one time. On a sales team now, we might hire 5, 6, 7 salespeople at a time. On an administrative side, we might hire 2 or 3 administrative employees at a time. Other roles might be more targeted and specific, but you need to hire your inefficiency. So hiring your first employee is not an answer that someone can answer for you. You have to figure out in your business, where do you go next? And the answer is identify your inefficiency and plug that hole. Hey, if you found this video useful, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel here. You can check us out on other platforms like Instagram at @TheJustinBrock. Check out the other video we did recently called How to Grow a $100 Million Sales Team. And thank you for watching today.